What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with Reactions to the Classics, and today we got another Bright Eyes reaction. This time it's going for the gold from our patron and supporter, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Always appreciate you. I've got some other Bright Eyes up, some of it from another one of our patrons, Caitlin. I've grown to really like Bright Eyes. I haven't listened to a lot of their stuff outside of the reactions I do just because I know that there might be more reactions coming. Connor Oberst, I say it on every one of them, but it might be your first time watching. I'm only familiar with him, the lead singer and leader of Bright Eyes, of the work he's done with Phoebe Bridgers, and always enjoyed that. Let's do a little background on this song. It's more of a deep cut. It's from the Don't Be Frightened of Turning the Page EP by Bright Eyes, released in 2001. But that EP was only released in Japan and the UK. And contains the 4 Bright Eyes songs from their 2001 split with Sun Ambulance, entitled Holy Fools, the music of Sun, Ambulance, and Bright Eyes, as well as 2 additional songs. So that first one I mentioned was just an album that was those 3 bands all contributed to this one album, because I looked at that too. The CD of this is unavailable in most countries. The vinyl record of this album was included in the Bright Eyes vinyl box set. That is all I know about this one, but I am sure it is fantastic. I'll have the lyrics up as always. Thanks again, Kelly.
There's a voice on the phone telling what had happened, some kind of confusion, more like a disaster. And it wondered how you were left unaffected, but you had no knowledge. No, the chemicals covered you. And so a jury was formed as more liquor was poured. No need for conviction. They're not thirsting for justice, but I slept with the lies I keep inside my head. I found out I was guilty. I found out I was guilty, but I won't be around for the sentencing, 'cause I'm leaving, on the next airplane. And though I know that my actions are impossible to justify, they seem adequate to fill up my time. If I could talk to myself like I was someone else, well then maybe I could take your advice. And I wouldn't act like such an asshole all the time. There's a film on the wall, makes the people look small who are sitting beside it, all consumed in the drama. They must return to their lives once the hero has died. They will drive to the office, stopping somewhere for coffee, where the folk singers, poets, and playwrights convene, dispensing their wisdom. Oh dear amateur orator, they will detail their pain in some standard refrain. They will recite their sadness like it's some kind of contest. Well, if it is, I think I am winning it, all beaming with confidence as I make my final lap. The gold medal gleams, so hang it around my neck, 'cause I am deserving it, the champion of idiots. But a kid carries his Walkman on that long bus ride to Omaha. I know a girl who cries when she practices violin, 'cause each note sounds so pure, it just cuts into her. And then the melody comes pouring out her eyes. Now to me everything else, it just sounds like a lie.
Going for the Gold, a very heavy song. Now, Connor won Songwriter of the Year from Rolling Stone magazine in 2008. I know a lot of people are hit and miss on Rolling Stone magazine, but I'm telling you, that's a huge honor. So that just tells you a little bit about his songwriting ability. He's also stated before, I've read when I've been researching him, that Elliott Smith and Daniel Johnston are big influences on him. I can see some Elliott type songwriting here, and I can hear some Daniel Johnston real influence on the vocal performance on this one. So I thought that was interesting. The song itself, really heavy. There's a voice on the phone telling what had happened, some kind of confusion, more like a disaster. And it wondered how you were left unaffected, but you had no knowledge. No, the chemicals covered you. So apparently he's being called up and told something bad happened, and he doesn't really have a reaction to it because he's on drugs. I saw somebody in the notes on Genius, but I mean, that's just somebody speculate, so that he could have been on lithium for mania, that he was having mental health issues, but I couldn't find that anywhere in the actual research world. So don't hold me to that. But either way, you tell somebody something and they're just either inhibited by alcohol or drugs and they have no reaction. So a jury was formed as more liquor was poured, no need for conviction. They're not thirsting for justice. So you've got the liquor poured, 2 lines later, the thirst for justice. It's nice songwriting there. But I slept with the lies I keep inside my head. I found out I was guilty, but I won't be around for the sentencing because I'm leaving on the next airplane. And though I know that my actions are impossible to justify, they seem adequate to fill up my time. And then basically he's saying he wishes he could follow his own advice, but he can't. He's such an a-hole all the time. And then he starts talking about the amateur, where the folk singers, poets, and playwrights convene, dispensing their wisdom. They will detail their pain in some standard refrain. They will recite their sadness like it's some kind of contest. And so he's kind of putting them down in a way, but they said, well, if it is, I think I'm winning it. All beaming with confidence as I make my final lap. The gold medal gleams. So there's where you get the going for the gold. So hanging around my neck because I'm deserving of it. And then you're like, oh, okay. But then he says, the champion of idiots. So, and then a nice little final verse in there. Very pretty. I thought the instrumentation was great because I was hanging on his every word, right? These types of songs, with this type of songwriting and vibe to it, you don't want the instrumentation to be crazy and take away from the song. And I don't think it did here at all. Great effort from Connor and Bright Eyes. Thank you, Kelly, for bringing this one. Every time we reacted to Bright Eyes, I've enjoyed it. Thank you to all the patrons who support us in any way. If you'd like to do a song reaction or do anything to support the channel, check out the Patreon link below or the Patreon link on the end screen. Until next time, guys, I will see you.